From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Cincinnati Bengals. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go now. Touch your elbow. I'm here all day. Check it out.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. To throw on third down, Peterson. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Pulled in at the 24. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Go. Ready?
Looking to throw. Conrad. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on?
60 Pittsburgh. Two times.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on second and 14. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Conrad. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. He stayed afloat for a second there after the first wave of contact, but that was going nowhere.
Yeah, what did he tell us in pregame? I just don't want to get my feet stopped initially when I'm trying to make a run. That's exactly what happened there. Unfortunately, as you noted, got away a little bit from the first one, but the wave swarmed him under. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 27-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Watch quick. 25, check 25, check 25. Slam. 57's the...
Throwing on first down, Peterson. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down. Peterson to throw on 3rd down. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Tony Pollard hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Pirine. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
You got tight. You got tight right there. Kill. Say. Stand. Go.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Nixon. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Patriots going with a dime package here. 2 extra defensive backs on 3rd.
Look at me. Go. Shit.
61, Matchbox Lights. Snap.
Back to throw. Conrad, nowhere to escape.
That's my
and he
white
goes
boy.
down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry.
That's my white boy.
Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big
I love
sack.
you, white boy.
He gets us away. It's a good
No
one.
racism
Drawing
over
toward the
here. I love my
sidelines.
white people.
And this will be up to the ruling of
love
the
my
side
white
judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
Too many superstars.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
I'm so ass.
A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. On second down, it's Pollard. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Motion, motion. Hey, check motion man. Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion man.
Peterson now from the gun on third down. Looking deep for Julio.
I threw it to the
And
wrong
that'll be
person,
incomplete.
man.
They took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
Threw it to the wrong person.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves? With a touchdown already in their first drive. They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and
If
try
you
and
want to
pressure
juke, kill that
advantage.
nigga. If you want to juke, kill that nigga. Easy.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the
Better
quarterback,
fucking
but sometimes there's another player on the team.
I'm on your ass.
A veteran.
I am on your motherfucking ass.
All right, guys, let's
I'm
shake
on
things
your
up and let's
motherfucking
go.
ass.
Because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it out. This pass finds its way to Williams. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Oh.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked
that
away
shit
and
off.
incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. That'll bring up second down. Now a carry for Pirine. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line.
Click off. Yeah, that's
It's
me.
a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Drag me.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for
Drag
a
me a
first down.
motherfucking river.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
2nd and 3. This one hauled in by Sample. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Throw that shit up.
It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Throw it up.
A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Mixon with it. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now a A second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys.
What you do, my nigga?
But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, he'll force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. It's a gain of 8, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, like a motherfucker bitch.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Can this nigga make a play on defense?
That's what they're looking for.
Can he make a play?
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Fuck, my niggas don't even play like that.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
Oh, my God.
Check.
Thank you. Can I?
Here's Peterson on 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
What the fuck is wrong with my circle button? What the fuck is wrong with my circle button? Fuck it.
Here's Peterson throwing on 1st down.
What the fuck?
And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
I'm clicking off, Chris. Clicking the fuck off.
Off the draw, here's Michelle.
Nope, not juking. Yes, I'm juking.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Please don't hit me with no cheese. Please don't hit me with the motherfucking cheese, nigga.
52's the mark, boy. 52. Let's go, D.
From the gun on 3rd down, Peterson. Flush to his right. Throwing right, and that's complete.
Ooh, they fucked that nigga.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the gun, they run with Michelle. And he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
Don't be humble after this.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start
click off. Yeah, that's me,
25.
nigga. I'm clicking off. Give a fuck.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
Here he comes.
Nowhere to
Got my black
escape,
nigga
and
right
he
there.
goes down.
44 for the black
Well, so
president.
much for setting the tone of the drive
44 for the black
offensively.
president.
Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Don't even try to run the ball. Don't even try to pass the ball because they coming. Because we're coming.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Hey, wahoo! Sit up. Defense.
Looking to throw. Conrad. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Engage all of them.
Let's go.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Single, single slot. Shift, watch the shift.
Hard. Hey, Delta.
Nah, I ain't fucking with
Use your fortress.
I ain't fucking with
A final shot before break. Conrad.
black boy.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Conrad. That is incomplete.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
But certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Stay, lock it. Shoot.
Throwing again. Conrad.
That's a pick.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. 57. Mike,
To throw is Peterson. Looking to throw on second down. And his throw here is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Looking to throw. Peterson.
Oh, my God.
And he fires one, but incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Conrad over the middle, and it's incomplete.
They always say the real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing, timing, timing. You got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there, threw it behind him. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Let's go. Do it.
In the new Benz.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Second and 6. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Geno Atkins. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. This is taken at the 15.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Second and 6 at the 36-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Peterson escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Looking to throw. Peterson looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that's going to make it 4th down. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So into Pats territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Back to throw. Conrad. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Conrad. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Looking to throw. Conrad. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Ball's going to let this go for the end zone. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 3-yard line.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds up past the 5. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Here we go. It's hard run. Let's go. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Hey.
very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Back to throw. Conrad. That's complete to the tight end Sample. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
On first down, Conrad stepping up. He's going to keep it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
To throw on 2nd down, Conrad. He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. And the Bengals on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Come. Hey, Alpha. Hey, Sam off. On the
From the gun, Conrad. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And they'll get this down to the 10. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
18
Looking to throw. Conrad. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tyler Boyd, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Back to throw. Peterson. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. The intended receiver, Sony Michel. And now it's 2nd down.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield trying to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
New England on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 10.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Down to lose one.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Looking to throw. Peterson. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Peterson throwing on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
Don't let. Get the ball. Joker.
On 1st and 10, Conrad. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
6-6, pull it high.
Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To throw again, Conrad. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Conrad. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Conrad. Out to the left. He's got Sample there. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Bullock's kick is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
This nigga make a play.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Fuck. Fuck. Come on, Madden. Come on, my nigga. Let this nigga make one play. Let this nigga make one play.
Pull it together. 57's the mic. Watch 57.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Oh, my God.
And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go. Plus 50. Yo.
Back to throw. Peterson. Eluding the pressure right. And Peterson, what happened? He lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And in for the score. Are you kidding me? They return it, and they take the lead. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3.
Hey, let's go.
Following the fumble recovery, Conrad, and he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a 2-score swing that you just gave up.
The throw over the middle taken in. 23 yards on the play. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Set. 60 outlaw.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And they take a knee. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you can just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for the Bengals, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else in their sanity, as they move to 4-6. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they're going the wrong way, as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
That's all play, man. That's all play. 45 completions, nigga. 45 completions, nigga. You always. Single play on defense, bro. Alright, single play.